In honor of Women's History Month, we are highlighting inspiring local business owners. And today, we're shining the spotlight on a pie company that actually started in the 1960s in Grandma Pete's kitchen and has now grown to include multiple stores throughout the valley. And joining us now is the owner of Pie-Fection, Cheryl Standage. Cheryl, it is so wonderful to have you, and boy, did you lighten up our kitchen. This is beautiful. I love your backstory. You actually were in the corporate world. Tell me what happened there.
Well, I was in the corporate world for 25 plus years.
Wow.
And although I loved it at the time, I always had a dream to either have a little bakery or to have a little restaurant or something that I could really share my true passion with, which has always been baking and cooking, but particularly baking. I've always loved to bake.
Yeah, and you were still baking while you were working in that 9-to-5 job. And,
yes.
And a lot, and I love how it went back to your childhood with Grandma.
Yes, it did. My Grandma Peterson, we called her Grandma Pete, she used to have a little strawberry patch, and we would go out and we would pick these beautiful strawberries, and then she had a little ditch bank and we could go pick the rhubarb, and she would make us a strawberry rhubarb pie out of things just right from her yard, basically. Yeah. And it was like magical to me.
I love that. What was the turning point that you decided, you know what, I'm done? Because you were successful and making a lot of money. I'm done with this, and now I'm going to follow my dream.
You know, it finally happened when I felt like I was secure enough financially that I could step off into another venue and kind of do what I really wanted to do.
Was that scary, though?
It was very scary because, you know, 95% of all food businesses fail within the first year. So that's a big investment and a big worry as a business owner. It really is. But I have a lot of grit and determination. So no matter what, I knew I was going to make it work. I just didn't know that it would be, if you would have told me the day that we opened that it would be as successful as it is today, I would have said no way.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful for that.
And you have about a handful of stores, right?
We have 4 stores, 4 locations.
And getting bugged left and right every week to go to the West Valley, right?
We are. They want us there bad.
Wow. Okay, what advice would you give to those who, you know, there's so many people where they kind of have that little voice in the background saying, okay, should I do this? Should I do what I love? What advice would you have?
You know, I think the best advice I could ever give anyone is if you have a passion, you can't just have a passion. I had someone come to me that said, I make a great chocolate chip cookie, but she had no business experience. That's why so many businesses fail in the first year. They know how to make a great product, but they're not a business person. And that's where I've been really blessed, is that I had both sides and was able to bring them together and make it very successful.
Wow, that is wonderful. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
We hope to see you from east to west of the valley, right? And maybe north and south as well.
Exactly.
This is just beautiful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We love having you. Thank you so much. Okay, so Chris